Alright, this is going to be a video to teach you how to do a dirt take relatively cheap for fish and plants. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to have to gather up your supplies. So for one of the things you're going to need is you're going to need kitty litter. So the kitty litter I would use is the one that says that it's 100% natural, and it should be about $3 or $4. You can get it at Walmart. You're also going to get place sand, which is going to be about $5. You can get it wherever. Now with the sand, you're going to make sure that you take it outside and put it in a big bucket, okay? And then you're going to want to pour the water into the bucket. You'll see all kinds of grime and grossness. Dump it out. Keep on shifting the sand around with the hose until the water starts to look clear. Then you know the sand's good. The next thing you do is you're gonna put about an inch or so of the clay, and then you're going to put about another inch of sand and dirt. Or actually, I'm sorry, it's going to go clay, dirt, then sand on top, and then you're going to put gravel on top of that. Now make sure when you get the dirt that you get the Miracle-Gro All Natural Plus, because it has no fertilizer. Because if you have fertilizer, it's going to kill your animals. And it might even be toxic to the plants too. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's toxic to the animals. So you need to follow that step 1, 2, 3, and 4, because if you don't, you're going to end up with this incredible mess that you can see down here. See, what happened is I just put the Miracle-Gro soil pot mix on there, and I didn't shift it. And when I'm talking about shifting, I'm talking about putting it in one of these strainers and straining it out. It takes a long time, a couple hours, and you just shake it, and then the dirt falls out, and then what you have left is like tons of particles of wood and rock and other materials that you don't need. They're going to float and make a mess. So what happened is I didn't do that with this bottom one, and so I had only the clay, the soil, and the sand on top of it. And so what happened, I got the water to about here, and then it just bubbled up, and it made this, I mean, unbelievable mess. And so I had to completely drain it, and I had to restart. So you don't want that to happen. Then another good thing to do is to take your rocks, your things that you want in there, and to go ahead and put them in there before you put your materials in there, and put the materials around them. I didn't do that with this tank, but that's really what you should do. I was just in a hurry, but anyways, so when it comes time to fill the water up, what you really need to do is you need to take the water and you need to fill it up using a bowl, and then you have one of those devices, you click onto your hose that makes it bubble out, and you put it inside there, and you put the water level as low as you can make it, and so that it's just dripping in, and so it's just going to slowly make its way up, and it'll get to about here, and then you want to stop. And you want to just let the water settle. What you're doing is you're letting those air bubbles get out. And when it's grazing, it's up really slow, it's soaking the soil, and it's getting the air out. So, unless you want to do it like this disgusting, horrid mess right here. This is what you absolutely don't want to have happen. So, this is my other tank that's running right now with just plants. So with this tank here, there's nothing here but just plants. But I do have the specialized lights here, which make the water kind of this greenish tint. And then it also makes the fish colors not look that great, but it's really good for making the plants grow real good and real bright. This tank here, I didn't do that. So this tank is all about saving money. So one of the things that I got this tank just how it is. I had no tops or anything. So a top like that is about $60 a piece. Or you can get a piece of glass from the pet stores that has a little hood that opens up. That's $30 a piece. So then it's another $60 here, and yet you still need a light. So this is what I recommend that you do. You can go to Lowe's and you can get plexiglass. Don't use glass, because if glass gets really hot and water touches it, it can shatter. So you want plexiglass. You're going to put it on. You're going to measure, obviously, your dimensions, because each tank is different. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get like one of those little sticky hooks for like putting keys or something on the walls. You're just going to get one of those. They're like, I don't know, $2-3, and you put a little glue on there and push it on. There you go, ready to go. And that's it. So this will run you about $9 a cut, and then $2 or so for the little things because they come in a package of 2. So, and then this one I didn't put on quite as well as the other one, but I don't really care. And then with the light, there's a couple things you can do. You can build your own lights, or you can buy one, or you can try to find one that's cheap, you know, like on Craigslist or something like that. So that's what I did. I got mine for 10 bucks. So I have a giant light that's going to go on here with a big fluorescent light, which I'll have to change out the fluorescent light, go to the pet store, probably about $18 or so for a fluorescent light that's made for the plants. I'll have to go and do that. It's like 18, 20 bucks. I'm not really sure. But it's a lot cheaper to do the fluorescent lights than it is those LEDs. But some of the LEDs, if you want to just do a tank for just fish, which is fine, but I don't really know why you would do that. If you want to do you know, this setup, that's fine. But anyway, so the LEDs, so basically you can buy the LEDs and then you can basically just wire them up. And you can use like a rain gutter, and by the ends of the rain gutter, cut it to the size that you need. Run the LEDs. They have like a sticky surface that you can put on there. You can buy it on eBay. You can buy like a set of them with like a controller for like 19 bucks, and it'll be pretty good. But anyways, so here's some of the tools that you're gonna need. Obviously you need the little strainer. For me, I'm going to be gluing, see these little sticks onto here, make them look like trees. And with the glue, that's not coming out very well. I don't have it. Anyways, you have to look up what kind of glue is safe with the aquarium. There's a particular kind that is safe, and it took me a little while to figure it out, but you can use this one if you can find it. Another thing is when you're online, it does kind of cost a little bit to buy some of these planting shears and tools. Like in the stores, they're like $20 a piece or something. So what I did is I bought this one on eBay. This one is for a large tank I have. It's not good for small plants because it's so large, but it's really good for really deep tanks, and it only cost me $4. I bought these putty tools to move your sand and your other stuff. I bought a set. It's like $2 from Walmart. I bought a brush, which was like $1 from Walmart. And then I got this from one of my girls. That's just a makeup that's unused. Just make sure that your chemicals, there's no chemicals on, so none of these things have ever been used, and there's no makeup. They're all brand new. And then I went to the dollar store and I got these tweezers. And funny thing is that these tweezers are almost exactly the same thing as your plant digging tools, which they're going to charge you. This set like this is about $30 if it's a fish one, which it makes no difference. So that's basically how you can set up a dirt tank. And what we're going to do is you're going to fill the water up, and then you're going to put one of your suctioning devices on there. I'd pull the filters out and I would put cotton in there. And the reason for that is you can let that cotton get all that crap, all the particles that are going to be, it's going to be really cloudy, and it'll suction it up, and then you can just throw the cotton out, throw it away, get another one, put it in there, and it's almost like a cheap like suction material. The only thing is I probably wouldn't do that as your normal filtering device. It may not be the best thing, but for cleaning just 24-hour tank water, it'll be pretty good. So basically you're going to fill the tank up. You're going to either drain it all the way down and then bring it back up, and then drain it back down again, and you're going to do that until the water starts getting normal. Or you can put the filter on. Probably is good to do at least one drain, fill it back up, have the filter going with the cotton balls in there, or the big cotton, like using stuffed animals, and just let the filter system do its thing. And I've seen videos where it cleans it up in about 24 hours. So that's it. If you have any questions or you want to know exactly what I got, feel free to message me. I don't know if I said this or not, but with the dirt, the only dirt that I know of is Miracle-Gro Organic, and I think it's called Plus. Organic Choice. And that's the only stuff that I know of that's out there. And Lowe's is the only place in Arizona that I know that sells it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, please put a little like below and send it to anybody who's looking to start a dirt tank.